Hey everybody, welcome back. This is another episode of Cooking at Large. That's right, I keep making this shit because nobody's found me a job yet, so I'll just keep making these. And today's episode is rice.
Rice, pronounced rice, gets its origin from the Latin orizo sativa. It's 14,000 years old. Very old. 80 grams of carbs per 100 grams of food. Too high. Diabetics, stay away from this one. It's an edible cereal grain.
That's right, plain simple white rice. We could add some things afterwards, like peas, like corn, like tomato paste. But today we're just going to make a simple buttered rice with a little bit of chicken flavor. So here we go. All right, we're going to start with what you need. What you need is the rice. What else would you need? So here's your first ingredient, rice. About a half a cup of that. About 1 3/16 cup of water. Make sure it's the clear kind. We're going to need pepper. We're going to need salt. We're going to need olive oil. Olive oil. We're going to need some olive oil. We're going to chicken bouillon cubes. About a half. We're going to need butter. Stick of butter. Real butter. And we're going to need the hot sauce. You know, I put this shit on everything. We're going to need a spoon. And we're going to need a pan. All right, first step. Water. Pan. Water in pan. Pretty simple, right? Going to use the salt. Again, very precise. About 3.5 shakes. I'm going to use the pepper. About 4.5 shakes of that. Going to take the olive oil. We're going to call that a tablespoon. We're going to take the butter. Put that in there. That's about a tablespoon. So, hey, something interesting is, look at this. They have measurement things on the butter sticks. Isn't that great? Look at that. Measurements. Gonna take our hot sauce. Again, very, very little. Okay, so it's not a little. Gonna take our parsley flakes. Give it a couple shakes. We're going to take our bouillon cube, only about a half. Now, after that's all together, if you need to know how to boil water, there's a video. I don't know how to do this yet, so look at one of my previous videos on how to boil water. It might help. So we're going to put this on the stovetop. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that you're going to need is a stovetop. On to the next step. Okay, the one thing that we didn't add was the rice. It's because you have to boil the water first. All right, now that we have it on the stove, we're going to take it and we're going to light our stove. Start boiling the water. And we'll get back to that when it starts boiling. All right, guys, I want to be perfectly clear here while that's boiling, or starting to boil, that you are not supposed to learn anything here, okay? If you learn something, it's your own damn fault, okay? I'm just doing this because might as well learn something, right? And if you learn something, it's your own freaking fault. Okay? I figure, I'm old. Let's do this. I'm so old. When I was a kid, I rode a dinosaur to school. You know, some kids weren't as fortunate as me. They had to ride the public Bronto. Okay, on to our next step. Okay, this is boiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the rice. Okay, after we add the rice, you want to mix everything up really well. All right, so you got a nice yellowish green, well, the green is just from the flakes, but you got a nice yellowish green broth, and you're mixing up with the rice. Now you're going to mix this up and you're going to bring this back to a boil. All right, check in on the rice, make sure it's back to a boil. It is back to a boil. Give it a good mix. Now, put the cover back on. Bring the heat to minimum, as low as you can possibly go, because you just want to simmer this. Now, how long do you want to simmer this for? Okay, we want to simmer this for 12 minutes. That's all we want to do. Let it start, and we'll be back in 12 minutes. Oh, here we go. Thing went off. I'm going to shut that timer off. I'm going to open this up. Now, when you open this up, after your 12 minutes, you're going to say, hey, Large, that looks a little runny. Of course it does. It's not done. All you have to do, shut off the stove, and you're going to wait 5 more minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guys, we've waited the 5 minutes. Let's see how this came out. Looks good. The consistency is correct. It's nice and hot. Man, it looks hot. So that's what you got. That's what you got. Rice from scratch. Go figure. Now, the portions that I gave you should make about 3 servings. Or if you're me, 2 servings. Or post-diabetic diagnosis, way too many servings. Just so you know, guys, this is starch, so it needs to be salted before it starts cooking. And little side note, starch turns into carbs, carbs turn into sugar, sugar, not so good for this guy. All right, so what you can do with this is you can add some grilled chicken, some steamed vegetables, make a nice little quick meal. You can put it into a burrito with, again, grilled chicken or grilled steak, maybe some chorizo. So, yeah, have at it. That took us what? It was the 12 minutes to cook, the 5 minutes to wait, and 4 minutes of prep time. So in 20 minutes, you're having homemade rice versus what? 10-minute Uncle Ben's? You know, sorry, Uncle Ben's people, but this is it. And it cost me about 25 cents. Go figure. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Cooking at Large. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, learn at your own risk. And as always, big salute to the troops. Please recycle, reuse. Peace out. Now, what am I going to cook with this? I don't know. Is that a teaspoon? Maybe. We're going to take our bouillon. How do you pronounce this shit? chicken flavored bouillon. So, caldo, sabor a pollo.
It's like way too high for us diabetics. It is considered an